Hi. We just had a really good detailed conversation. Won't go into it.
Private, that is.
Private conversation. But that being said, welcome to episode 3, Relationships Unplugged. Love, connection, and everything in between.
Yeah.
My name's Lewis.
Charlie.
And Steve.
Welcome to the channel. How are we going to get this off? Because obviously Charlie's written a load of notes down. Well, yeah, he's written some notes down. And obviously this episode is down from our own experience, really. Things that we've been through, and sort of not always about personal relationships, as in like directly, but more like interpersonal relationships, and
I think workplace dynamics as well, which is probably relevant to this, and I'd say like social, as in like day-to-day life.
Yeah.
What that's
interaction, person to person.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think it's communication as well.
Right, yeah, personally and professionally as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
That can mix things up quite a lot if the way you're acting around people isn't always the way you'd act around certain other people.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing where we're all from different walks to a certain extent, and I think that's a really good way to almost, I wouldn't say come to a mutual ground, but understand where you may relish and I may not. Do you know what I mean? And so I'm the same as Steve, and I know that you've got a very good professional head when it comes to talking to people. Just by work experience, watching you in a work environment, you're far more nice than me.
Refined.
Yeah, refined.
Yeah.
And you're more agricultural. You're geezer.
Yeah, business
You can
minded
switch it on,
though.
though.
Oh no, business is minded as fuck.
Yeah.
You're more. I think you're business minded more than.
It's weird,
More,
isn't it?
yeah,
It's just,
on the Xbox, mate. Next thing we're looking at HMRC and all sorts of companies and shit.
true that.
Mate,
Don't contract in that.
how can we
Yeah,
not?
we was looking up a load of contracts, isn't it? By the way, I found a contract for supplying 5 minibuses to Cyprus, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking good contract, to be honest, but I don't know.
Just get thingies, mate. It's easier.
And dingers.
It depends what way you go, doesn't it?
That's
One
it, mate.
way.
One way. But yeah, so yeah, we're trying to obviously go through this way, obviously, that we can without crossing lines, I'd say. It's probably the best way to put it, because obviously
Airing your own dirty laundry.
everyone has their own issue. Yeah. Try not to air our own dirty laundry, and we all have our own issues. Some more than others, and vice versa. Some less than others. But this is just our personal experience, like all of our other 2 episodes.
Oh, I've just seen dating in the digital age.
Yes.
That's a tough one. That
You're
is.
going to be
That-
the topic for that, I think.
Yeah, because we had a conversation on this last episode about
We briefly did
Facebook dating and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
Tinder.
So we'll go through that in a minute. But yeah, so obviously you guys can't see that on this screen. We've got a list of notes on the other side, so we don't get so lost, and we don't digress. Digress too much like now. So the first point, obviously, communication in relationships. Again, whether it's your partner or direct family, your
Immediate family.
Immediate family. Yeah.
Tired. It's been a long week. A very long week.
Yeah, I think we're all a little bit fatigued today.
We're not pushing through it, that's it.
Nights. I've just come from the
Yeah,
gym,
you just finished all
and
this.
you've had a fucking long old week with a lot of driving, didn't you?
Yeah. Better than others. Won't go there. So
I think for me, communication's probably the most important thing in modern relationships.
100%.
I think we're all guilty of it to a certain extent, especially neglecting it a little bit. I think we all hold our cards. We probably hold them too close to our chest on some things, and we let too much slide with your likes of social media. I think more so females, because for me, in my opinion, I think social media is a devil for modern relationships.
It's
also achievable, isn't it?
Yeah. So without obviously, again crossing the lines and that as well. Personal relationships, whether you're, whichever way you swing, whatever, your direct relationship with your partner, communication is one of the main things. I know for a fact, and you guys both know that without any communication, things start to break down, right?
I think intimacy as well. Communication and intimacy are pretty up there, man.
They are. Men's needs are obviously very different to females' needs as well. You know, men.
Yeah, but I mean, like, even like men appeasing females' needs as well.
Yeah. It's funny that I was watching a video earlier. He explained quite a lot about it, and again, I'll brush on that in a minute. But yeah, definitely communication, guys. If any of you are struggling, you know, your partners, whatever, and you seem to be a little bit more snappy or moody, or you don't feel like there's a connection there, just, you know, have a sit down and, you know, get top of Ben and Jerry's, mate, and fucking talk it out.
That's the thing as well. Is I think it's learning to take accountability for your issues, you know, and understanding where sort of like the communication is broken down, and how you can sort of work the way around it and make your communication skills a lot better between you and your partner.
So we all know I like a quote, and it's literally.
I love a quote.
I have to write them down. This mega mind over.
It's the only thing I remember. And I don't honestly.
Yeah. What a
So
film.
it's definitely a big one. Perfect for this podcast this week, and that is. I can't even remember the way it starts now. I literally just had it in my head. But it's basically unspoken expectations are premeditated resentments.
Unspoken
expectations are premeditated resentments. So if you expect something from a relationship, it can be like, and it doesn't have to be your own personal private relationship, any relationship, whether it's work or whatever. But if you don't express what it is that you're expecting from the other person, eventually that will become a resentment, because you're going to go, well, why aren't they doing that?
Yeah.
But if you haven't told them,
I think that's the same with. Moving on to like sex and that as well. Like if you.
Yeah, exactly the same
if
thing.
If you've got these wants and needs, you know, everyone's different.
If you're sitting there going, oh, why are they not initiating?
Why would they not do that? Yeah,
or,
that's a big thing.
Why do they not cuddle up to me? Or, and this isn't personal issues on any level at all. It's just things I can think off the top of my head. But it's, if you don't express it, how's the other person ever going to know?
Yeah, I think we all expect.
You know, if you know, for you it's physical touch that you need, but the other, you think, well, why do they not like just give me a little rub as I walk past, or they cuddle up to me, or well, have you ever told them that actually that's a big thing for me? If you did that, actually that would mean a lot to me. And it's sometimes just having that one little 30-second chat changes your life near enough, because
But I think in motion, isn't it?
Jordan Peterson goes into it as well, like mid-argument, to turn around and say, what is it that you need me to say to you right now?
Yeah.
And in that moment, they're not going to want to tell you.
No.
Because
and they might not
they
even know.
expect you to know. No, exactly.
In the flustered moment.
But if if you can calm things down and then say, look, what would actually fix this right now? What do you need to hear from me? Or, you know, if you're going to make a promise to actually do what it is you're saying. But you say it that once, the next time a situation like that comes up, you know how to react, and you know to go, yeah, but sorry, this is X, Y, Z.
I think as well,
and it's just from that, if being able to break that pattern of just instantly arguing and then back and forth, which we know gets nowhere.
I think there's got to be on both sides of the coin. There's got to be a bit of willingness and understanding. Yeah. Because look, let's have it right. It's the same with any relationship. If you guys, if anyone wanted something to really work, you wouldn't walk away from it. It's the same with, you know, the car that you drive. If you really want that car, you'll make it work. If there's that drive and that determination there and the discipline, you'll make it work. And you've got to both want to make it work. And I think the thing is with modern relationships as well is that we've all got so many choices, and we're all shown it without even realising.
Yeah,
it's like adverts.
Yeah.
What the body of the woman on an advert comparatively to the woman that you might be with. You know, you might have a woman that's a mum and you know, got a job and she works. The model on the advert's no comparison. Do you know what I mean? But you're always comparing without even realising.
Yeah.
And it's the same like, you know, I don't look like David Beckham, but a woman that I might be with might think, fucking hell, why don't he look like that? You know? Yeah, but the truth is I'm never going to look like that. But she might expect me to look like that without even realising. We're all shown these images of perfect bodies and these perfect people, and it's not working class people, you know. I'm not on about like, you know, if you're fat and lazy, you're fat and lazy. I'm sorry, but it's clean cut.
Damn it.
No, you're not lazy, mate. You're fucking. No. You're not lazy, and you're not fat. You're just a fucking lump. With all due respect, you're a working class man. I think I just think the problem is that we've shown so many opportunities, when realistically they're not opportunities, they're just unrealistic expectations.
Yeah, like you said,
It's
both ways, isn't it?
It's the same with, I'm going to say porn because we're not never going to be monetised, but same with porn as well. Where you watch this, and I've really sort of knocked that on the head this year, and the same with doing my thing in my spare time. I don't really do that anymore, and I think that's changed things so much because you get this unrealistic expectation of a relationship where a woman's going to do this, a woman's going to do that, and a man's like act like this. And it's not how it works.
No.
We've all got our little things and our little kinks and whatever else. But let's be realistic with it,
That it affects it affects the way you think.
It really does.
It rewires your brain, doesn't it?
It does, mate.
Especially if you're on it 24/7.
And I think a lot of single guys.
Well, I would know. Like, I'm not.
No, but I think we've all had patches in our life where we've without even realising, I think we've been addicted to it.
Yeah, I nearly pulled it off, but
fucking hell. Pull what off?
It's
fun.
College was long. I used to stay away from college. Yeah, it's not a fucking day thing. Fucking hell. But it affects you in a way that you don't even realise.
It does. It consumes you.
Yeah, in the more because you're all right. We're cool.
No, I'm not going to say that quite yet because I want to wait till a more applicable situation.
You don't get fixated on it, but you're like, oh, fucking hell, when can I, if you get addicted to it, it's like any other addiction, isn't it? You want your fix.
It is, and the thing is as well, you chase that high.
Yeah.
When realistically, there's nothing better than a touch of someone that cares about you.
Yeah, but only if you give it a rest first. If you give it a rest first, in a couple of weeks, you'll be fine.
Yeah. But basically, boys, knock the porn on the head.
Knock it on the head.
I genuinely mean that, and I think Andrew takes it about it. I think Jordan Peterson says about it as well, and a few others.
I don't know.
They say about knocking porn and knocking wanking on the head. Just stop it, mate. Just stop it. Just knock it on the head, boys.
It's not where I thought this was going to go, but
I didn't.
We'll roll with it.
Yeah, but
we're going. It's going.
It is part of a relationship, isn't it?
Yeah, because it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I know from my experience, that's caused issues.
Yeah.
And I think it has across the board and other people as well. That's just my experience. I'm not talking on behalf of anyone else, but I think it is a touchy subject, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you watch it with your partner, cool, calm. I think that's slightly different, but I think realistically, it goes back to talking about what you really want from a relationship. It might be a family, might be a house, might be a mortgage.
Yeah.
All comes down to what you want, doesn't it? Horses for courses.
Obviously, again, seeing somebody else, there's a lot of people, females especially, that consider pornography as cheating.
Yeah.
You've seen
Yeah.
it? Weird, isn't it?
But I get it.
I get it. I think
It's strange. You look across the
something.
different cultures where people will draw the line, and yet you've got the Asians that prostitution's not cheating.
Yeah, they see that as a release, don't they, for their men?
It's just that's the natural urges of men. It's just he's paying for it. It's not. There's no love involved.
Which is somewhat true to a certain
It's
extent.
crazy. Yeah.
But I mean, I wouldn't be able to get it up for a brass. I wouldn't be able to get it up for a brass. That's me being straight. There's got to be something there. Do you know what I mean?
That's fair enough.
And that's because I'm a softie.
Unintended.
No.
Unintended.
Yeah, a bit of both, mate. Yeah, a bit of both. No, that's just
Fair.
who I am.
Fair.
That's where I've always been.
Yeah.
And that's
Joe, it's not even a thought that's crossed my mind. Never even fucking thought about it.
No.
Oh, sorry, boys. So now you can.
No.
Now you can sit there thinking about me flaccid with a brass, and 150's down.
I think about you flaccid anyway. So.
But yeah, no. So I think the biggest thing is
what an episode!
What
a fucking episode!
Not even 15 minutes.
Yeah. But
Shit.
this is how it was always going to go. We all knew it.
Did we?
We all knew it. Listen, sex makes the world go round, and also makes relationships work. Without intimacy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So release both sides of the coin. But
moving on.
Yeah,
Shall we?
Yeah. I think like we touched on communication. The thing is as well, coming away from normal relationships. I think even like in a day-to-day life, like just don't be afraid to communicate with people.
Mm.
And I think that moves on to a few notes that I've written down with regards to missed opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, what you just said, this all come about from a a conversation on Xbox, right?
Yeah, which is communication.
You know,
And that come from me opening up, which obviously we know. You know, and it's kind of just gone from there. And you know, you look at the initial. It's the same with a relationship. Where does that come from? Initial communication.
Yeah.
You don't just bump. You know, some people just bump into someone, and you might dislike them, whatever. But once again, it comes from communication. Opportunities come from communication. Workplace, relationships, interpersonal relationships, people in the gym, people. You know, it depends on what hobby you've got. Airsoft, whatever. I don't really know. Sort of. It all comes from communicating to different people.
Yeah, that's it.
Business opportunities, I think, is a massive thing.
We'll see what that was.
Yeah, I was making sure the mic weren't muted. It's fine.
We haven't even checked actually, have we?
Yeah.
We haven't.
Subtitles.
Yeah.
We can change it then. We can change it. It'll just be like SpongeBob SquarePants and whatever else. Hey Patrick. But yeah, I do think communication is massively overlooked in modern relationships. I think we all just put up and tolerate. I know for me, I've had partners that have put up with my bullshit and have their probably.
And the same vice versa.
Yeah, but then had I listened, once again that comes back to you've got to be willing, right? And I think there's places where I wasn't particularly willing to listen, and I was very closed off. And unfortunately, whichever way you look at it, I lost an opportunity there.
Yeah.
Because I didn't communicate.
But you learn from.
Yeah, 100%. I think I'm learning.
What you've been through, you learn through.
Absolutely,
not your
mate.
mistakes, but you learn from everything you go through.
I think you learn from every failure.
Fucking 100%, mate.
You have to.
How do I not fail again? But that brings you to a positive mindset as well, isn't it? Because obviously, being a business-minded person,
Yeah.
and if I were to fail at a business, I know where I went wrong. Here's the next one.
Yeah.
I fucked up there.
The cog's still turning.
Here's the next one.
Doesn't matter if there's a tooth missing, it still has to spin.
Yeah, exactly. So,
At some point it will engage, right?
I just thought as well that last episode I went through a tangent about how 40 generations ago was about 5,000 years. Remember that?
Christ, yeah.
Obviously, because this episode is about relationships and stuff like that, did you know, obviously, 400 years ago, it would have been 4,094 ancestors. 400 years ago.
So I'd have been a shark or something.
No. Evolution doesn't work that quickly. 400 years ago. So, say your mum and dad, yeah?
Yeah.
2 ancestors.
Are we back on this? Yeah.
Your mum's mum and dad, your dad's mum and dad, 4. The 3rd generation, 8. The 4th generation, 16. And it rolls on. So 400 years ago, it would have been,
That's crazy.
4,094 generations of relationships. That's how we got back into this.
And where did that start? Communication.
So imagine what they went through, their love stories and stuff like that 400 years ago. It's completely fucking different.
Yeah, chucking shit out the top of windows.
No, there was none of this. There was no fucking YouTube's only been around for fucking 20 years.
I know.
15.
And they made it work.
And they made it fucking work. How? Probably communication. Because they didn't have fucking these. They didn't have these things.
Yeah, absolutely.
They didn't have a choice. Oh, hey, hun.
Hey, hun.
Hey, hun.
I definitely didn't say that.
What's up, bitch? Around with Julie.
With a pimp cane.
A real bad man.
Walking down Margate High Street.
Yo, what up?
That was just the way society was back then as well, wasn't it? It was just fix it. Don't
Yeah.
throw it away and get a new one.
Yeah.
It's such a throwaway society these days.
I think with that and that's applicable to everything as well.
Yeah, because it's so easy to pick up, whether it be a new relationship, a new car, a new whatever. Why would you bother fixing what you've got? You just go, just go try something else.
The population is the highest it's ever been
But
as well.
it's, in fact, if you actually stick with it and work on it, you create what you want out of it rather than it just being an off-the-shelf item or relationship. You know?
Men and women are 10 to a dozen now, that's a problem.
And it's all accessible as, you know,
the thing
digital dating, because it's all there. You want to go get a new relationship.
You literally just download an app. You don't have to leave your fucking bedroom. That's a nuts fault, isn't it?
Ah, mate, and I, again, because I'm on the road so much, I listen to the radio so much, and fucking the amount of adverts, man. Bumble,
Yeah. It's like a GTA.
There's another one.
Yeah.
Remember the first GTA that had the radio on? I can't remember what it was. But it would have ridiculous adverts on, wouldn't it? Like injury for you and blah 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 and dating, whatever. And it would all be like hoaxy shit. But now that's literally like a modern radio.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't listen to radio. I think it's tosh.
But
and I think it's such a shame because there's so many bridges that have been burnt for like you say, the sake of a throwaway society.
Yeah.
there's
And it
so
doesn't,
many.
it doesn't push you towards communication.
No.
So
No,
just
this
on
is
the
it.
phone, bit
Yeah,
of
because
this,
there's
oh,
no-
he's like me, I like them, perfect, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no
And you go,
appreciation
and
to
you
it.
think,
is
well, hang
there?
on a minute, you don't know what each other like.
I find it. I find nuts. Obviously, I was on Tinder recently. I find it nuts that it's like a catalogue for people.
Yeah.
And I think
Looking
that's,
through the Argos catalogue.
and I think that's absolutely ridiculous.
Well, yeah, Tinder's like that, isn't it? Again, plenty of fish fucking years ago. That was
Yeah,
just
it's
fucking
literally yeah, but it's just drag and drop. Like, look at
Yeah,
is she attractive or what? You know what I mean? There's absolutely no substance to it. And,
Yeah.
and I don't really go out, and I keep myself to myself. And I suppose my social is probably the gym, and work. And I like my car, but I don't really go out to events. I'm not a pork sword. If that's your thing, I'm past that now. I'm getting old and getting grey. But I just find it nuts that it's all there, man.
But
It
like-
really is. It's a scary thought, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
You
but
think-
you can either consume it or you can narrow it down
hang
and use
on.
it to your advantage.
Would you like to read mine?
Are we going to go for it now?
Yeah.
You were holding it back earlier.
If you allow it to define you, it will consume you.
Nice.
Tinder,
Quite
porn,
drops.
anything like that sort of stuff. It's
But going back to your throwaway society comment, yeah, you're right. There's the reason why it's a throwaway society comment because there are so many apps now. There are so many people on multiple different apps, and it's just a lack of appreciation for your other half, right?
I think so, yeah.
A lack of appreciation for the relationship, and whether that's personal relationship defined by like your sexual partner or something, or you've got a family with them, or you know your immediate family, like your mum, your mum, your dad, your brother, whatever. If you don't appreciate the things that they've sort of done for you and some of the things they've sacrificed,
If you,
where the fuck are we?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I know you're not big on it. Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Have you seen the one where it's a weird little alien thing? It's like, don't develop my app. And he's obviously saying, it ends up being a dating app. But the app then decides who, it literally just tells you who you're suitable for. And the people end up just following it blind. And it's like, oh no, you don't want them anymore, you want someone else. And it's almost like a Black Mirror episode. He's like, actually you can see that with this society now. You,
Hey, do you wanna help me
you
develop my
get
app?
distracted by something else online and go, oh actually, is that better than what I've got? Oh yeah, do you know what, I'll just move on.
Yeah,
with that. You
yeah.
think, oh hang on a minute. You could easily have what you want, you just got to act accordingly.
yeah.
Rather than just going chasing that carrot all the time.
Wubba-dubba-dub-dub!
Not sponsored.
Yeah, I cannot relate.
You don't watch it? No, yeah, okay. Sure, I mean, it's a fucking stupid program, but funny as fuck.
What, Rick and Morty? I think there's more to it
To
than
the
meets
Rick
the
and Morty
eye.
dance.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
Like,
more substance
if
to
you-
it.
if
It's
you
like
look
Family
at-
Guy as well.
If you look at that one like a Black Mirror episode, it's
Yeah.
a dating app, and they're being told you're suitable for this person. They just drop everything. They're in the middle of a wedding,
This is your life partner.
and it pings up going, actually,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
you want them now. So they literally just run off from the altar and go get with someone else, and people are just going mental because this app's told them, no, that's who you should be with. Oh, okay. You should.
What was that? What was that film that was about you get your social score gets you into certain?
That's Black
That's
That
Mirror.
was a Black Mirror one, wasn't it?
Yeah, again, that fits.
But
in
that,
with
but that
Facebook.
in China, that's how it is, you know, don't you?
There's an actual social score system.
Yeah, there's,
yeah.
and you can only buy certain things if you've got this certain social score.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know why I don't know that.
yeah, it's crazy.
That's
man.
quite an interesting thing.
Yeah, that's been.
It is
been
actually.
a while,
It's
hasn't
been about a year or so, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit longer.
Break the law, it drops your social score.
I was
that sort of
obviously in
stuff.
a dark place a year ago, so that's probably why I didn't
So
see
I think
it.
it's been longer than that.
There was-
It's just a while. I don't know how long it's actually been active, but yeah,
Mad.
I can see that's the way the world's going to go though. Especially if you watch that Black Mirror episode. There's a good episode.
What's that film? Is it?
quite a few
Is it In Time? Time or something?
Where you've got the
Yeah, that's
time
it.
is currency.
Yeah, that for me, that film was a game changer for me because I really think that's going to happen at some point in the future.
Interesting. In what aspect?
As in, like, instead of
I'm
being
not
paid with
arguing.
money, you're paid with time.
Okay.
Not in terms of they're going to kill you off, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying is,
Well,
let's have it right. We don't. If they want to catch the society,
Great.
say first stage.
There's money debt, now there's fucking time debt.
you know, I think that's how it would be. You know.
It already is though. You
Yeah,
just
I
don't
suppose
quite-
it is.
Nobody puts the real link. You know, everyone knows the cliche "time is money," but it genuinely, it's just that small
It's
little
just
link.
a-
Like say they're going to go cashless. So what even is money? Oh, it's a number on a screen. So it's like say it's not a number on your wrist anymore.
No.
How do you get the money? Well, you have to invest your time into a job. So your time's now worth X. So I mean, we're already there. Even when you got physical cash,
Yeah.
what difference does it really make? You've still exchanged your time for that
Yeah.
token that you go spend in the shop.
It's fucked, isn't it?
Depressing. I mean, this is.
But
definitely
this
a
is
job
where-
for
this is-
relationships, but
Yeah,
but this is
yeah.
where you also got to look at where you invest in things. I don't mean that financial investment, but what I mean is mental investment. because you can so easily go down a rabbit hole of this world shit, blah blah blah.
Oh, yeah.
But the truth is that
Dystopian
there's so many opportunities out there, more than ever, to make money. Right? Let's have it right. People can earn money from their front room. You couldn't do that 20 years ago.
Oh yeah, like we're saying, the same way you're doing everything on your phone about dating and everything else. Yeah, make money on your phone if you're into it. There's so many. I mean, YouTube. It's literally the how-to book on your life.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah, but the biggest thing for me though is that this is what I think. And this is quite applicable to this. Is it's not teaching people the fundamentals of communication and life.
No, but that's again, it's there, but that's not what gets the clicks, and that's not what gets the likes.
Well, yeah.
You know, like you say, all that's there, how to communicate with people, all the books you've already suggested, but they're probably accessible online, Audible book if you want it. There'll be videos.
Yeah.
And you probably detailing the exact stuff you're reading. Yeah. But because that's not cool and it's not hip and it's not getting the clicks and it's not trending, nobody really knows it's there, nobody can bother to, you know, well, I've got free time on tea breaks at work, I could easily be sat there and, say, investing in your life, either reading a book or watching these videos. And it tends to change your mindset, change your life.
Oh, it consumes you.
That's Charlie. That's it's actually a comment one of our friends in our friends group just started taking sertraline. My friend doctor is actually going to go some help, so fucking proud.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I said to him on the phone, he got him like last week. He only took him the other day.
Okay.
And so obviously again, explaining it to him and talking to him about it, and just try and make things clear with him. I was like, they work, but you have to change your mindset with it.
You can't rely on it.
It's not just a magic pill.
It's not just going to fix everything.
Yeah.
But if I said to him, I was like, it's good that you're taking it, fucking step in the right direction. I'm really proud of you. Well done. Change your mindset as well, because if you carry on going fucking hell, it's all going wrong. It's all
why don't I feel better?
Why don't I feel better? Yeah, and you're constantly trying to chase that. Trying to chase it to make you feel better, but if you change your mindset with it, it will work a lot quicker.
It's a tool, isn't it? It's not a fix. It's just a tool to help. Yeah.
And
that's true of all of it, isn't it? Everything that helps your mental health, there is no direct fix. Otherwise, let's face it, everybody would be mental health perfect.
Yeah.
There is no fix.
There's no, and there's
just tools to help you get better.
This is what annoys me with the whole. I mean, obviously, I've done a mental health charity thing.
It's Mental Health Week as well, by the way, guys.
Is it really?
Yeah, Mental Health Week.
I did think that because my cousin's doing a one. But
Happy Mental Health Week. If you are mentally retarded like us, join the podcast because we are mentally fucked.
We are.
I think the term's divergent, but
yeah.
But I think for me, this is what frustrates me with these charity things. It doesn't matter how much money you raise, it ain't gonna fucking change it. People don't want to change. That went in my eye. Was that wet?
Huh? No.
I mean, there's something went in my eye.
No way.
Yeah, it went past my windshields and all sorts.
What?
Fuck knows, you weirdo.
No, I'm going to put myself fabricating stuff. It might be.
Nice. Anyway.
That's one, man. I don't know. That actually went in my face.
What was you just talking about?
No, I'm just saying, it annoys me. Like, I think there's literally, it doesn't matter how much money you raise, and it's like,
you never see the change.
You're never going to see a change unless you don't want to. And if you want to change it, brother, you can. That's the truth of it. And it's seeing that light at the end of the tunnel. It's not dark. It's not grey. And this is what's going on to, for me, the domino effect. So Mel Robbins, if anyone knows who she is, she's an author. She does that podcast and so on and so forth. She's also like a therapist, quite a high level therapist. And she goes on about the domino effect. And there's no action, no reward. It's simple, but it's not easy. The truth is kinetic energy. Lean forward, and you'll move forward. And that's the same. These tablets that we said about sertraline and all that sort of jazz. You can take them, but if you're not leaning forward, they're not going to give you any sort of momentum.
Yeah, this is it.
They're really not. You need to lean forward and put that one foot in front of the other, because the second that you're not, you're limiting your opportunities. You're limiting your relationships. You're limiting your confidence. You're limiting your work opportunities as well, relationship opportunities. If you're not willing to take that step outside your house, instead of getting your shopping delivered, go out and get your shopping. You might see the woman of your dreams, and you might start from a small talk conversation, which then comes back to our communication, and you might end up friends. You might even end up in a relationship. You might end up with a job opportunity.
Smile can change someone's day.
And that's exactly that's one thing I listened to our podcast today actually, just ahead of getting used to this. whilst I was at work, like writing down some notes, and I was, like you say, a smile is so important, mate. You know, I may look like a bit of a knob, but if I smile at someone, they might think, oh, actually.
I don't know if I said that before, but you can trick your
You can trick your mind. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, you can trick your brain into
you force a smile,
positivity,
and half the time you don't want to, but you force a smile. And let's be honest, actually, most of us do it. We turn up at work. We don't. Some people, you know, we all have our times where we do bring the issues into work, but a lot of the time you walk in. Oh right, yeah, no, I'm alright, mate. Yeah, how was your weekend? Yeah, great. And you're putting on that false bravado.
Yeah.
Actually, if you kind of keep that up a little bit, you'll actually trick yourself.
You pick yourself up.
And I did it recently. Again, I don't know if I mentioned it or not. I'm sorry if I have, but I bumped into. He was an old friend from primary school. I bumped into his dad, and I've not seen him in years. And it was literally just outside Aldi because I've gone out and got my shopping. How about that? Barely recognised each other, and then got chatting, and it was probably a good 25 minutes we was chatting for. And he was kind of asking about my life and where I was at, and my job, my relationship, and everything else, and the side business, and it was the full-time business. But it was only as I was explaining it, he was asking more and more, oh, how's your relationship? How's this? And it was like, maybe I'm just fortunate at the moment I hadn't realised it, but everything was just positive. And he was then like, oh, I'm so glad everything's working out so well. And at the time, I didn't feel like it.
No.
I'd gone there, you know, it was just an average day for me, life's life, going down the shopping and everything else, getting ready for probably set of 4 on, whether it's days or nights, it don't matter. I was saying, oh yeah, you know, get shopping for that. Bump into him, next thing you know, I'm just talking about things I've got going on. It's like, actually really perked me up. And it was kind of, as I was explaining it, and he said, oh, you know, everything seems really positive. I was like, yeah, do you know what? Still got my problems in between, everybody does, but you kind of filter that out and just focus on the positives. Well, actually, yeah, do you know what? It's all going really well at the moment. Relationships going well, careers going well. Side business was keeping it going, and you think, oh yeah, do you know what? You get so caught up in those little negatives, you know, that one little job that went wrong, or you know, that one little,
frustrating.
that one little argument you might have had with someone, and whether that's a relationship or not, or you know, somebody cut you off in traffic, and you let that ruin your day, and you think, do you know what? And I think this actually a lot with being out about the road, obviously for the side business, is somebody cuts you up or somebody flips you off in a car, and it can literally instantly change your mood and put you in a bad mood for hours.
Yeah.
But what's funny is if you was facing the other way and you didn't see it,
you wouldn't change anything.
Nothing. So it's literally your choice that you've seen that and you've chosen.
Yeah.
As much as I feel like you choose to react to that, you choose not to. And, cool. It's cut me up.
Do you remember that time at Urban? Geezer. Don't know if you remember. There was a geezer that his missus walked through. I held the door open for them both. And he walked through and he was ignorant as fuck.
Yeah,
and I was
into the building.
Yeah, and I was ready to. And you literally
yeah.
you grabbed me and you like pulled me in, and I was like fucking mug and all. You know, I was ready. I literally ready to just whack this guy. But that's always stuck with me because I chose to act like that.
Yeah.
And I chose to take. I chose to take offence from what was probably, he might have had his headphones in, he might have had a shit day. You don't know. You don't know what's gone on. He might have not
just lost his job, or
you don't know
the things that annoy you, like you just felt a big lift.
The
personal best didn't get it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I know that knocks you big.
It does. It knocks your confidence, doesn't it? But like, and it's like, you know, I had someone cut me up in traffic earlier, and I actually said to myself, that's the type of geezer that I'd love to give a wallop to. But why? What for?
Why did he get you?
I didn't rile up, but that was my train of thought. But had I had a little bit of a bad day, or I had a shit gym session like we just touched on, that would have bothered me.
And chances are, at some point, we've all been that other guy.
Of course we have, yeah.
Oh, I'm in the wrong lane. I'll just push in front there. You're in a rush. Your dinner's, you know, you're late for your dinner, or late to a gym session, whatever we're doing. You know, chances are we've all probably been that bad person in traffic.
Of course we have. We're all guilty of it.
Yeah.
You know, none of us are perfect, apart from this one.
Joining the conversation, mate.
Yeah.
Actually see him on the camera today, not just under the table.
But yeah, I think we sort of digress a little bit. Dating in digital age, I think for me, it's going to sound probably a little bit one-sided and probably a little bit biased. Don't rely on it. Stop limiting your opportunities. The dream woman could be in a supermarket somewhere, getting her shopping, getting ready for a night shift. She could, you know, and it could be your dream guy as well. Depending on who you sort of appeal to or whatever. I just think for me, we're also reliant on likes and thumbs up and comments from strangers. Stop worrying, stay in your lane, be confident in your own body and your own ability, and if you're not confident in your own body and your ability, make a change.
Do something about it.
Yeah. Because for me, I particularly like the way I look. I'm working towards a goal. I don't know where I'm working towards, but that comes back to
Enjoy the process.
And putting one foot in front of the other. Law 31, Diary of a CEO. Another book that I'd recommend.
Again, not sponsored.
Again, not sponsored. But I've written some notes here. So for me, this is applicable. Take the risk of being seen. Take the risk of being known, and take the risk of being loved. That's the big thing. Allow yourself to be loved.
Yeah, it's quite a big thing.
That's a huge thing, I think, for me.
It's recognising that you're being loved as well.
Yeah.
Somebody might be and you're just batting it off.
Mate, been there, done that.
Or whether you're in the mind frame of going, I fucking don't deserve it.
Yeah, the same thing, yeah.
Mate, that's literally, I kid you not, that's where I've been for so long.
Personal experience.
Yeah, I really have been there for so long and not allowing myself, not seeing a self-worth, you know.
Thinking you're fucking worthless all the time, didn't you?
Yeah, mate, and we've all been there, but I allowed it to consume me.
Yeah,
and define me, and unfortunately it defined my relationship to a certain extent, and that's something I've got to deal with. But you use it to build and
live
and learn, mate. What the future holds is what the future holds. What else have we got here? Balancing independence and partnerships. Oh, that's interesting.
Yes.
That is an interesting point.
I think for me with that is they always say that you shouldn't find happiness in other people.
You can't rely on someone else.
You can't rely on someone, which I agree with to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Yes.
But at the same time, for me, there's nothing more special than having a relationship with someone.
I'm going to reword what I think you think. There's nothing more special than being able to rely on someone. Yeah.
Ooh, that's interesting.
I think to a certain extent. I think having the ability to, but I'm not on about relying on someone into. I mean that comes with trust, doesn't it?
It comes with trust, but obviously there's the balancing independence and partnership.
For me, yeah. I'm probably going. I'm
a
softie.
You can do a lot. You can do a lot of things on your own.
Yeah, absolutely.
And not have to worry about it. But like you were saying, nothing better than coming home and going,
All right, babes.
Peace.
Which is true,
Yeah.
but then to flip that on its head,
If you've got peace,
where we're saying you can't don't want to rely on
Peace
someone
and
else's happiness. Absolutely, going home to that is wonderful. But what happens when they're going through a rough time? They're not there to be that person that you've known to love, or you're used to them loving you in that way.
What was that? What was that thing you said
about
to me about before, like the balancing off?
How do you mean?
How empty are you today, or something like that, wasn't it? What was it?
Well, the percentage.
No, yeah. We spoke about this before.
I think that's where you got to pick each other
It
up.
was just a little video. It was someone explaining. So you kind of you come in after a day's work, and then you say to them,
We'll go through it because obviously we know
and it's like, well, where are you at today?
Oh, it's been a really hard day, man, but I'm only at 40%.
Yeah, and you go, all right, well, I've had a pretty good day. I can pick up the 60.
Yeah.
So that together you're making that 100.
Yeah.
Which
works.
and obviously depending on the dynamic, ideally that should work each way, but again, it all depends on how that person's viewing things. If they're stuck in that victim mindset, they're always going to be on that lower end of the scale.
There's lots of factors.
It depends on
variables.
exactly,
everywhere.
and it's all how you interpret it.
Yeah,
because what might knock you down to a 10 could be absolutely nothing. Like, that's just another day for me. I'm still at fucking 50, 60.
Yeah.
But if it's new to you, it's going to be that's a shock. It's really rocked me that. That was an interesting one. How well that ever actually plays out, I've not tried it myself. I've never really found the need to as such. But yeah, going back, like I say, if you find happiness in the way somebody loves you, if that suddenly changes for their own reason, because they might have something going on, touchy subject, lost a family member, close friends, that's happened recently, friends of friends, suddenly that person's going to change for a while, if not forever in certain ways. And if you were reliant on them being like that to make yourself happy, now what?
Yeah, see, I don't think for me relying on it is healthy.
No,
but the balancing part is.
That's
like for me.
Yeah, you've got to be able to keep yourself happy with that person in that relationship to then be able to help them through theirs. Do you know what I mean? It is literally a yin and yang.
Step outside the box and looking from a bigger point of view. If you are both very independent people, and obviously again these two people are in a relationship, and then that's your independence. You get to do what you do, your professional life, your personal life, your own set of friends, blah blah blah. But if you're in a relationship, you come together, that's your partnership. Like it can be difficult both sides.
Yeah, for sure.
Both sides of it, even just being independent, because obviously you might have something going on, like you said. You know, it's finding a way of balancing both. Balancing both your own independence and your partnership together. And it's definitely, again, another thing about communication.
Yeah, again, it's the expectations. If you're expecting someone to pick up that 60-70% that you haven't got, well, maybe just tell them that.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you're having a rough day, they've got their own stuff going on, they might not have picked up on that you're a little bit low. And maybe they should notice, and whatever, you know, whichever way you see it, but just highlight it. Do you mind? I'm actually a little. Oh yeah, cool. I'll pick that for you, no problem. Yeah, I'll take care of that.
Goes back to communication, doesn't it?
Yeah, you go rest up. I'll cook dinner tonight. That sort of thing. You know, a big one for me, cooking dinner. But yeah,
so that's changed massively over the past week.
Hasn't changed still.
As in, no. Stop cooking dinner.
Meal replacement shakes are a godsend.
I think one thing that is.
I feel like this is I feel like this is quite a slow episode. I don't know why.
I think for all three of us are pretty tired, and I definitely think time's going backwards.
This is deep, this one as well. To be fair,
the thing is as well, I think you've got to be so careful not to touch on your own personal stuff.
Try not to blur the lines.
I have no problem talking about my personal shit, but at the same time, I'm not out on anyone, and I'm not certainly out on myself. I'm not throwing anyone under the bus and whatever it may be, but it's so difficult to scratch the surface without picking at it.
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing here, isn't it?
You know, because without giving obviously too much away, obviously, you know, relationship.
Right, so.
But it's try not to blur stuff like that, right? That's a prime example.
But you blurred your
prime example of stuff.
Mate, I don't care.
Do you know what I mean? It's prime example of stuff like that. Like, because a simple like flippant comment for me might have been something massive for you.
That's the other thing.
Something that you might not realise, because again, like without having a conversation before this, like we wouldn't know where we were all fucking at.
To be fair, that was needed. I think. One love, the washing machine.
Okay.
Because washing machine, we did that.
Do you know what? I thought it was a private joke.
No.
Is that a nickname?
We had to wait for the washing machine to finish before we start the video. It's a bit loud.
What?
Is that?
That's applicable to you, mate.
No, that's what I'm saying. I want your words.
So little fucking comments like that could be make or break for blown out proportion and make or break for a relationship. And obviously we're very conscious of our own personal stuff going on. So it might seem a bit it might seem a bit slow for you guys watching this, but we're trying to navigate our own fucking personal shit without giving too much away. Because again, private lives. You know, you don't want to give too much away.
I think with the private life as well is that you both got to have some sort of outlet. I think for me, you've got to be able to, say like a hobby. Spend an hour a week or a couple of hours a week or whichever it may be is doing your own thing and investing in yourself. Yeah. And that's not just to better yourself, that's to better your relationship and ultimately learn. We're all still fucking learning. You know, alright, they say when you're a kid your brain's a sponge and you absorb everything. It never stops. The problem is that you stop willing and you stop the discipline.
This is actually it's a big thing you see, you know, probably the generation before us, you know, the older people than us, as much to use that phrase, but it's it's too late for me. Well, it's not.
It's never too late, mate.
No, it's not. It's not at all. It always feels like that, and maybe it's going to be a little bit harder, but that just means it's going to be a little bit more rewarding when you get there.
So the goalpost constantly shifts and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and that's life, isn't it?
Yeah,
mortgage rates change, house prices change, car prices change, fuel prices change. Let's not look into that because that's upsetting. But there's always a shift, and it's the same as society changes. Clothing, footwear. You know, you look how it all spins back round. It all does a rotation.
Yeah, of course.
But if you're not willing to sort of learn and move with it, you're going to be static, mate, and you're not going to get anywhere.
Fits into that quote from last week or whatever it was, which is the best time to plant trees 20 years ago. Next time's now.
Yeah.
It doesn't. That point is obviously constantly moving.
It's constantly moving forward. Yeah.
You know, whether you want to sleep on it, do it tomorrow. Then's the best time. But realistically, it's right now.
Yeah.
But then it's also never too late. You can't go. Oh, it was yesterday. That was my one shot at doing X, Y, Z. Was it really?
Yeah. It was just a missed opportunity. But you've got another one. That's the truth of it. And that other one starts now.
Learn from it. Move on. Do it again. Even if it don't work out, do you know, like current job, I had to apply twice for that. I could have taken that as they don't want me.
That's true.
Actually, it's because there was one position open, and somebody was better than me. Maybe they interviewed better. Maybe they knew somebody there. I really don't know. Yeah, maybe it was. Maybe they had a full head of hair. I don't know.
140 bench.
Doubt it. Seen some of the people there, but yeah. Try again. Oh look.
And now you're in the opportunity.
Not only that, the 3 other guys I was training with got on so well with them. Made a couple of mates there. Turns out they're mates of mates anyway. Small world. But yeah, had I started before, maybe it wouldn't have worked out for whatever reason. Personal life might have, something might have ended up happening, and it wouldn't have worked out. So again, it's that you might take a knock back. Maybe that was for a reason. I don't want to believe in this whole big fate thing, but
I don't believe in it. But I think
that negative that then leads you to then do something else or do the same thing again but better. That's then potentially best case scenario, even though you've got a failure there.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks you need this perfect score sheet in life. You don't.
No, you don't, mate.
In reality, it's all the stuff that happens below that. Is what matters. Because, like you say, you kind of learn from that. Oh, well, I only know what I'm doing because I've messed it up before.
Yeah.
And that's going to be so much better.
That's your own experience.
You've got someone at your job that every time they do the job, they get it right first time. That's great. That's worked out really well for you. That one time it goes wrong,
yeah,
who are they going to call you?
Yeah,
they're going to call you.
Yeah.
Because they know, hang on, he's dealt with this before.
And that's not how business works either.
No, but it's the same relationships. Unfortunately, none of us are perfect. We are going to make mistakes along the way, but then it's how you learn from that so that you don't do it next time.
And where's your communication?
Yeah.
I think communication and accountability as well. The thing is as well, I think you've got to really notice your own downfalls.
I think if you're not aware of it, there's a problem.
Yeah.
If you're not aware of it, there's definitely a problem.
If you're aware of it, you're not wanting to change. I think you need to really
even probably
reassess.
worse, to be honest.
Yeah. Really need to
Being
reassess.
sort of blissfully ignorant about it is one thing, but then also knowing you've got it and being arrogant enough to do nothing about it.
Yeah.
Which is cool to a certain extent, and that's quite confidence, and I get that and I understand that, but at the same time, don't be a fucking dickhead. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, again, everyone's got the opportunities, right? But not everyone has the same process. So, say for instance, I could wake up tomorrow and go, "Fucking hell, I was an arsehole yesterday."
Yeah.
A lot of people don't think like that.
No.
They won't see it until they point it out.
And they won't apologise. They'll just sit on it.
But obviously, if you were a good communicator and you were good at taking accountability for your problems or you were a good problem solver in that, if you didn't think the day after that you were fucking bad, say I called you a cunt, but I didn't mean it.
Yeah.
Like the next day when I woke up, I'd be like, I'm going to apologise to this bloke because I really didn't mean that. If you can't take accountability for it, then it's like it's just,
well, the thing is, as well, it does swing back to communication. We are all human. We all make mistakes.
Yeah, 100%. Every day.
And as much as they think you get to 18, you're an adult. No, literally, I can tell you now, guys. Mate. We're all 30 odd, and knocking on the door, and maybe a little bit over. But I think for me, this is where you really start learning.
30 is a fucking eye opener.
It is, mate.
I was having this conversation with you. Oh, mate. Let me tell you, mate. Fucking revelation. Absolute revelation turning 30.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what brings that on.
Everything fucking hurts.
I think
I've read things on it about how about 27 to 30 is pretty much how long we were meant to live. Back to the primal age, and obviously now everything's better, cleaner, we take care of ourselves better, and maybe that's just because we understand things better, but they've proven that around 27 to 30 that's when your brain actually is fully developed, and technically speaking that's the decline of it. So that's your peak. Yeah, is somewhere between that point. Obviously everyone's going to be different, but
I'm fucked.
But I know for you it was kind of like I need to get my life in order now, I'm 30, and you think, well, okay, so if you break it down, I know it was kind of similar to the few chats we had anyway, but it was like, actually, if you break it down, you're 30. You take half of that, you go back to when you were 15. What did you really learn for life then?
Nothing.
Whatever they programmed you with at school, which was...
Definitely wasn't tax.
No, exactly.
No.
It was basics. The real basics that obviously you can then apply to some sort of realistic problems in your life. But you think, okay, well, so for 15 years... you weren't really learning that much in the grand scheme of things, the very, very basics. And from the next 15 on, so 15 to 30, you were just finding out who you were.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You were growing into the adult.
Making mistakes.
Yeah.
And if
you find your first job, did you like that? No, you move on, or you go into further education, and a lot of people obviously drop out of that as well and find that's not what they like. And but that doesn't actually ever have to stop. We feel like it. And I was the same. You get to 30, and you think, oh my God, what is going on? Like, I'm living in your house. you know, bounced around a couple of different careers. Do I keep the business going? Do I not?
Yeah.
Working every day, and I'm thinking, what am I even getting out of this? But you think, well, now I'm at 30. I've got easily another 30 years in me. But now I've got all of that experience. Yeah, absolutely. So actually, the next 5 years, I'm armed with 30 years of knowledge.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you can make so much more of an impact now.
I get that.
Yeah.
Every year.
And that comes with experience in a job as well. That's a similar sort of thing, isn't it?
Life experience, job experience, relationship experience.
Yeah.
For me, my little brother messaged me yesterday, and he turned around and said, "What do you know about forex trading?" I said, "I've been honest with you, boy. I don't know much.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a go on the app. I've had a play like most of us all have. You know,
Dabbled in crypto anyway.
Dabbled in a little bit in crypto." I said, "But realistically, mate, YouTube's your best friend."
Yeah.
No, it's literally what I'm saying. It's a how-to guide for life, isn't it?
Yeah, and he was like, "Okay, right. I'm just looking at quick ways to make money." And I said, "Do yourself a favour." I said, "You're 17. I said, get yourself a minimum wage job."
Yeah.
And I said, "And work yourself 20 hours a week. Don't have to do anything too strenuous, mate. You'll probably pocket a couple £100." And I said, "And just enjoy it." Yeah, but what was it he said? He went, "Yeah, but it doesn't make me a lot of money quick." I said, "You've got to understand this. It's not about how quick you're going to make the money. It's about the process."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Crypto and forex trading will not teach you about interpersonal relationships." I said, "It will not teach you about the fundamentals of life and financial sort of."
For me, obviously we'd all take it if we could, but if you made some money overnight, where's the value in that money?
Yeah.
It was the same with, why does most people in the world, they want that six-pack? Well, because of the journey that it takes for you to get there.
Yeah.
If it was like, six-pack, right, you can have one tomorrow, you can be like, oh, right, that's cool. There's no value in it then.
No.
Suddenly everybody can do it. And you think, well, okay, there's no value in it. So if you earn that money overnight, yeah, it's great, you can go out and spend what you want. So what you'll soon realise, if you made him a millionaire overnight, you go out, buy cars or go to the club and do this and do this, that's going to wear thin very quick because it's going to be throwaway. It's going to mean nothing. Whereas when you put in that graft for it, and you buy your first car, you think
appreciation, mate.
it might just be a Pinto or a Rover Metro, but it means so much because you've just bought that yourself out of your own money.
Or a rallied 1.6 Astra.
Yeah, it was mint that. Yeah.
You had that, was it?
No, I was. I heard the stories, but I remember you going that car.
Fucking
You got it off me now after I sent it down a road, a private road.
Old sandwich.
Yeah, always, yeah. And then the brakes stuck on, and it was great fun. I beat it with a hammer and it released, and then I sold it to you. But yeah, it's mint.
And then like a week later I had to come and get some fucking camper change anyway. But the forex trading thing is fucking volatile anyway. Like, don't do it.
Don't do it. People make careers out of it.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you can understand it, you can crack it, absolutely, because like you said, you can sit at home and you can make money.
Well, my argument was,
so
I said to him, I said, right, okay. So I worked at Subway, 15, £3.68 an hour.
Yeah, buddy.
And I've now got an M6, 2 motorbikes, and I live with myself in a one-bedroom flat.
Rush.
And he turned around and said, yeah, fair play. I said, so where did that start then? I didn't start with forex trading.
No.
That started working at Subway with a bright yellow car. And all right, I'm not doing great, but I can tell you now, I'd have more than what I would do if I sat on YouTube and done forex trading.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have invested that time wisely.
Yeah.
Because I know my discipline and I know what I was like at that age.
I mean, maybe you can.
value
Maybe
time.
you can sit there and learn it. I'd guess probably not, but
But then on the back
he's got
of
as
that,
much chance as everybody else that's made that
Yeah.
way,
Takes
but
commitment,
on the
doesn't
back
it?
of that, so what he trying to say, he said, well, I want to start my own window cleaning company. Cool, let's sit down and let's learn
Perfect,
it.
yeah.
So what we done was we done a business, or he done a business card. I gave him some advice, websites, and we wrote a list of things to buy. Cool, right? Well, there's some money there, boy.
Yeah, go do
Do you
it.
know what I mean? Go do it. Prove to me you can do it, and then we'll go from there. I would rather him do that than the forex trading, because I know full well from my experience the value at that age where he's got no responsibility. This is the perfect time to make that investment.
Customers,
exactly that.
service,
Yeah,
how you deal with complaints.
and I think that's the perfect start point.
Yeah, definitely.
And to be fair, if he really wants to scratch that itch of forex, do it on the side.
Exactly, that's what I said
have
to
the
him.
spare money to do it first, I mean, like I say, maybe if he actually put some time and learnt it properly, getting the rich quick is the problem.
And that's what he wants. He wants the quick.
It doesn't work.
Because
quick
again,
buck.
he's seen the lifestyles online, wants that like that, wants to have the money, the cars, the girls,
Yeah, but even those people online don't fucking have that.
No, exactly.
It's all borrowed, mate. Only someone else's name.
Yep.
I mean, Andrew Tate says that as well, doesn't he? So
I mean, look at us, like 100 views on our fucking first video, like we're balling.
Yeah, mate.
It takes time. There's no quick fix. Time,
That's of it, actually.
Fall in love with
knowledge,
the process.
money.
Yeah, it's big on that saying.
Same, it's the same with the gym as well.
Enjoy the journey, not the destination.
Yeah.
Have something to aim for, but enjoy getting there. They say it's the guy that enjoys walking will walk further than the guy that wants to get somewhere.
That's fucking banging, mate.
Not the
I hate
triple
walking.
quote.
Kids are fucking. You're full of it, yeah.
I don't, honestly.
Mega mind, pinky in the brain.
Yeah, see, you say all this time scrolling, there's doom scrolling, but I'm retaining it. It's all there
It's
for a
all up
purpose.
there. No,
But
fair.
do you know what, I think I've said this to you, it's going to, again, we're diving off of relationships a bit here, but this is all just about mental health, this is, you'll see this a lot, Charles, that you know I do it, is when I'm in a bad way, I don't reach out to people.
No, you don't, you're a prick.
Because I already know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
I know all this cliche shit, and it's like I've removed meaning from everything it's going to say because I've already absorbed all these different phrases and quotes and everything, and you think, I know I need to get off my arse, and I know I should go down the gym, it's probably going to help, and I know I should probably just start eating better food again, you know.
Test.
Taking any supplements or vitamins that are going to help you.
Vouch
and
for
so
the
be it.
vitamins,
Yeah,
Creatine.
whether it's that, creatine, change your life.
3 weeks in, this is what I look like.
Oh my
Gateway
god, I
creatine.
opened up my creatine pot. There's a fucking bottle of Tren in there.
Yeah, it's as much as I can come out with these quotes and meaningful and everything else. Honestly, it's almost like a blessing and a curse in one. Because it's like I know it all. Well, I don't know it all. Obviously, I don't have the answers to everything. But at times you think, but I know all that. I'm still not doing it.
But I think
So
sometimes,
you think, why would I reach out? Because they're just going to tell me what I already know. And
Yeah.
but sometimes you do need a down day.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I think we all do every now and again. All right, poor old me. This is what you got to remember. All the time that you can look up, you can get up.
Yeah. True.
And all the time that you're sitting there dwelling, cool. Use it as time to think, get it out of your system, have a cry, whatever it may be, whatever your outlet is.
Whatever you got to do to recharge.
Yeah, and then
It's-
fucking get up and go again.
It's the same like with the gym. You keep training every day. If you don't pick a rest day, your body picks one for you.
Yeah.
That was what I picked up the other day.
Yeah, and that'll be your ill, that'll be your run down, or that'll be
You just have a mental breakdown because your body's going enough already.
Enough,
and
yeah.
it lets out in whatever way it would be. But it's the same social interaction. Obviously, for some people it's incredibly draining. Some people thrive off of it and they almost need it.
Yeah.
Some people it drains them.
Yeah.
There's I need to read more into it. But there's a big thing around mental health. And you've heard about it. It's about spoons. Weird. Honestly, the first time I read it,
You've got to stop this, mate.
But it's that social battery. That's how they explain it. Instead of being like, I've got 2 or 3 bars on my social battery, it's like, I've only got so many spoons, and it's 50% arm at 60%.
Yeah.
It's how much can you give out?
I've got 12.
That's what it's about. You've got 12
12
spoons.
spoons.
One. Honestly, I've got one spoon.
So you need me.
That's his teaspoon, serving spoon.
I'll bring some with me next time.
But yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. So again, somebody else might be able to comment and shed some more light on it. But the whole spoons theory is an interesting one.
That's
But it's just about having to recharge. I can't do that today. I've not got the spoons. I've not got the mental capacity for it. I've not got the for whatever. But yeah, there's some weird analogy that seems to have stuck around the mental health.
Send the link in the group chat if you can find it. Send the link in the group chat. If you're interested.
Yeah, but it's
That's you.
yeah. I enjoy reading things like that and understanding things in different ways because things aren't just as clear cut as you think they are.
They're not, no, they're not.
Yeah,
They're not.
it does take
And
some
it's
fucking
interesting
digging.
to sometimes see it just from a completely different light. Perspective is everything. That's something we keep saying.
Yeah.
Well, I think, to be fair, we said we can keep under an hour this week, don't we?
Well, we could try. Anyone else?
I don't know.
Better hit that button quick now.
No, I'm just thinking, I don't really think there's much else to touch on relationships.
We keep delving off of it.
So
again.
next week we've got
Digression.
fitness and wellness. I think that's not just the gym, by the way. That will be like
General.
your massages as well. I think your sort of your yoga, that kind of stuff. Your meditation as well.
Taking time off.
I've got a wicked video to show everyone. The pan man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, wellness, like you say, that's what covers all that. You've got your fitness, which would be your gym stuff, but wellness, that can just be having a day off at home,
Just a day
chilling,
off.
relaxing,
Yeah.
but not feeling guilty for it.
I think that comes back to
That
the
was
recharging day, like you
Yeah,
said.
so it's saying there's literally someone explaining the other day about if you're having a day off and you're doing nothing but feeling guilty about not doing stuff, or all that's on your mind is about doing, you're not actually relaxing. You're still putting your body under stress, and that day off isn't a day off anymore because you're just. I should be doing this. I should be doing that.
You start from a physical aspect, like when your muscles repair. Like you, even though you're not working out, if you've had a heavy week of lifting, your muscles are still repairing when you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
That's the same in your mind. You need to allow yourself to wind down. And
That's when you not absorb most, but that's when memories are actually ingrained. Is when you sleep.
yeah, I've read that.
So
Yeah.
if you're not sleeping much, you won't absorb and retain information as well.
Should we do episode 4 now? We're going into it now.
No, I think leave it.
Yeah, getting late, isn't it?
Well,
9 o'clock.
Yeah,
it's
I
9
need to eat.
o'clock. Thanks for joining us for episode 3. Episode 3.
Yeah.
Give us some feedback, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and keep informed of the newly released videos.
More importantly, sorry to
No, go on.
digest and or interject. If you're feeling down, if you're feeling negative, pop us a message.
Yeah,
Talk to us,
100%.
communicate with us.
One of us will reply.
Yeah.
Because we had that before, and that really sort of pushed us. I know it's been a couple of weeks, and life gets in the way, and we're all very busy, but we will always have time to message people back.
That's what it was about at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
Please do reach out.
One of our friends called me the other day, and I just, I told him if he ever needs anything, regardless of whether it's fucking 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, just give us a shout.
See if maybe get on podcast one week. We'll have a
Yeah,
guest.
I'll have a chat with him tomorrow.
See where it goes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he enjoyed doing it. I think he's been watching it as well, so he said he's been enjoying it. So,
One love who you are.
Yeah, we know who you are. So, yeah, thanks for joining us on this week's episode. Join us next week for episode 4, Fitness and Wellness. Have a great day.
Have a good weekend.